ever hear earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, earthquake, I coming Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are in the exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, don't want to run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
10 minutes after 7 o'clock on this fine Tuesday morning. Wherever you are, good morning to you. Thank you very much for tuning in on all our platforms. Thanks for keeping it locked right here on Sunrise. Well, earthquakes are the deadliest, among the deadliest forms of natural disaster. And especially in January, you know, we used to think, I remember when I was doing geography, we used to think that there was an earthquake season because, like, we've had some big ones in January. Like I always say, and even in Haiti, their really massive one in 2010 was a January one.
Yeah.
I remember there's, among people our age, we tend to think about that one when we were in first form.
Yeah, I was in primary school at the time.
Okay, when my year group was in first form.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We're in primary school.
I quite remember that one. But of course, they're unpredictable. They strike at any time. It's not like a hurricane that gives you notice that it's coming and it's escalating in wind speed and all of that. The prospect of immediate and widespread death is very great, in addition to the potential for devastating damage to personal and public property. Well, ODPEM, the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management or Mitigation, Information Officer Joyce Reynolds Robinson is here to give an overview of Earthquake Awareness Month and safety tips before and after earthquake, and regional coordinator at Southern Novia Drummonds Morgan will speak on the planned earthquake drills for schools and businesses. Ladies, welcome.
Right. Hi. Good morning, ladies.
Hi. Good morning.
How are you? I was telling them I did my cousin earthquake in the hot like 10 fire style, right, like 21 stadium bulb. But I absolutely love it. So good morning, beautiful ladies.
Good morning.
Thank you so very much for being here. But you know, earthquake, as Dennis said, like for me, just even thinking about it, I just feel automatically scared. And sometimes we don't remember in the moment what to do because we've not.
You ever find the people who you know what to do when the earthquake, you're still the foolishness.
Yeah. So how can we just prepare, and prepare?
Okay. Well, well, first of all, the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, mouthful, ODPEM, every January we observe earthquake awareness during the month of January, Earthquake Awareness Month. Under the theme, this year's theme is Prepare for the Quake, Reduce the Impact of the Shake. And we say that because we know that, as you said, earthquakes are frightening, right? So we want to create a sense, a culture of awareness and a culture of disaster risk reduction. So what we do, we have different exercises and different activities to get the messages out, right? So during our location, first of all, on the northern plate of the Caribbean, the northern margin of the Caribbean plate, we are in a seismic zone, so that makes us very vulnerable to earthquakes. And they're frightening, as you said, Miss Kitty, they're very frightening. And so to know what to do helps you to don't go into panic mode, right? So it don't get you all tripped up. So there are many things that you must know, like, for instance, before an earthquake, what we would do, like for your business, for your home, you will do your disaster plan. A disaster plan is very, very necessary, so you know what to do. You would also, in that disaster plan, you would have to know where the main switches are to turn off the valve and to turn off the electricity, your gas switches, to have everyone have their role that they would need to do your, in your home and in your office as well, do your hazard hunt. You prepare your home so that if you don't have overhanging pictures over your bed where if the shake could to fall and drop on you, right? Because you know we like to decorate our home, so you put the heavy objects at the bottom. That's what we call a hazard hunt, right? Ensure that things that are your TV, you know, we always have our smart TVs. Make sure that it's actually fastened to the wall correctly, right? Ensure that your gas cylinders, right, that it's able to move, right? You have the line that's able to move, but it's also secure, and the valves is accessible, right? And so you would do that to prepare your home, have your family plan also in the event earthquake strikes at any time. It could be the morning, it could be the afternoon, the weekends. So you have a plan what to do in your community, in your home, and what to do if the family's in school, at work, where you're going to meet, right? Have your disaster plan with your kit, with your items you would need to survive for at least a week, your non-perishables. That's what you do, we call it your grab-and-go bag. Water, if your baby, have your formula for persons who don't have babies, have everything ready, even for your pet, to make sure even...
I'm happy that you said that, you know, because normally, Dennis, we have our grab-and-go bag for a hurricane, and we prepare for a hurricane, but I've never even thought about having a grab-and-go bag in the event of an earthquake.
Have a grab-and-go, an emergency grab-and-go bag.
That's part of your plan, yes. Right, because that's... Go ahead.
You know, you've said a few things that I really want to unpack, because, you know, you're talking about the gas, you're talking about, you know, how you organize your house and etc. And I think it's important because it seems as if a lot of the damage and the disaster where an earthquake is concerned is after the earthquake.
Right.
That is true.
Talk to us about how the drills come in.
So, and that's where really, it's about preparedness. A lot of times people panic because they're not prepared, because they don't know what to do. And a drill is really to prepare you.
Yes.
It's natural for the body within within a few seconds, you're going to be panic.
You're going to go in
But at some point you realize that with drills, you realize that you're either under something, you're under the bed or under the table. You don't remember when you reach a door jam, but at some point, you are there. And that's what the drill does. It kind of builds in place muscle memory.
Right.
That's what we do. And that's why it's so important.
And how often should we be doing drills?
You should do drills at least once per year. Every 6 months, you should at least be doing a drill.
Okay. And drills also need to your business, schools, and in your house.
Definite.
Right.
Because you don't know where you will be or where your family will be. So we always stress, whether you're at church, home, school, on the road, know what to do and know where your family is.
But the problem is that sometimes when you see drills, people, like, how do you do a drill properly? Because I've seen people do drills and I'm saying, them always say, like, you know, in sports and you practice, the way you practice is the way you're going to execute on match day. People a drill and them drag them for, oh yes, because you know it's a drill. You know it's not real. So there's a lowered sense of agitation. But like, is there a better way to drill? I don't think we drill well.
The truth is, the key is that you know. And one of the greatest vulnerabilities are center ignorant, it's not knowing. You'll be surprised that even though they have that attitude, when they feel the earthquake, the reaction is completely different. So the key is making sure that knowledge is in place.
Yes.
So they know. You understand? So that's the key. And that's the key behind all drills. Is not to have a perfect drill, but to pick out those weaknesses and the strengths within the drill so you can address them.
Like I see somebody said no one time, we are going to have a fire drill at 2 o'clock on Friday. I know, so it's not going to work, you know.
But I do take the point that sometimes, you know, it's in your subconscious. So though you may not take it seriously.
Like management needs to know that there's going to be a drill and what they're going to test for. But like the rest of people need to not know so that they can respond to it. Because when you hear the thing go off, oh, they did say it was a drill. Okay, all right.
And them take up them back slowly. Yeah. Yeah. But let me just ask though, in terms of the effectiveness of these drills, of this information, you know, to our credit, Jamaica, we seem to, our building codes have held up very well. You know, we have not had the devastation, the kinds of devastation that we've seen in other countries, thanks be to God. How effective is this? You know, it's a month of awareness. How receptive are people to this information? And how effective is it really?
Well, like Ms. Drummond-Morgan said, it is a rehearsal, and we do have an all-island drill that's going to take place across the schools, and you may want to elaborate more on that.
Which is on the 15th.
All right, with
Day for school, all schools, island-wide, from basic, infant, right up to colleges.
Proper public education.
Yes.
Yes.
So the key is awareness, it's knowing. And the challenge is that most schools might never have done a drill. So what you want is a start.
Yes.
So we have to start from somewhere.
Yes.
So you want all schools island-wide. So far we have over 250 schools that have registered to participate in the drill. Because once they have that awareness that, okay, this is the process that will take, afterwards, no, you can pick up those weaknesses and build on those.
Right. Good.
Right, and by extension too, we also doing it for the business
right.
on the following day, so they
6
too
weeks.
could test their level of readiness. And as you were saying, it helps with the preparation, because in the event that an earthquake strikes, like Miss Morgan said, the muscle memory, they said, okay, I rehearsed this already.
Yes.
So to be, it'll help them to know, because now they're more prepared, so the fear factor and the panic mode would be reduced because you already rehearsed what you should do.
Where can we get more information about Earthquake Awareness Month, courtesy of ODPEM?
Yes, you could contact ODPEM, right? You could go on our website, www.odpem.org.jm. You could call us at 906-9675, right? And our office is on Hainan Road,
Right.
and we're always ready to be involved in any request that's made from us, to come out and spread the word on disaster preparedness. Because disasters happens, and we need to be prepared, correct?
Absolutely.
It's
'cause
everybody's business.
If you fail to prepare, you're prepared to fail. Ladies, thank you so very
Thank
much
you
for
for
really
having
great
us. Thank
you so
information.
much.
Love the pamphlets I'm seeing here, who we are and what we do, earthquake safety, and they have it all here. So make sure you make yourselves available to the information. Our guests have been Joyce Reynolds Robinson, Information Officer at ODPEM, and Novia Drummond Morgan, Regional Coordinator at Southern Region. Southern Region, very well. More sunrise right after this. Please stay. I'm not shaking, am I? Yeah, shake?
I didn't feel any shake.
I can't shake?
I didn't feel any
Okay, me not
shake.
shake. All right, everything go on. It's all good. Yeah.